I think they were insulting and really giving the middle finger to the American people.
Every single Senate Republican just voted against starting debate on legislation to protect Americans' voting rights.
By opposing S1, Republicans are making it clear that they're not in favor of free and fair elections or in favor of ethics reform.
I thought perhaps some of the Republicans would step out and say that this national strategy of changing state laws and making it more difficult to vote was just wrong, but they didn't. They stood together.
Earlier today, the Republican leader told reporters that, quote, regardless of what may be happening in some states, there's no rationale for federal intervention. The Republican leader flatly stated that no matter what the states do to undermine our democracy, voter suppression laws, phony audits, partisan takeovers of local election boards, the Senate should not act.
One of the most critical issues that the United States Congress could take up, which is about the fundamental right to vote in our country. And I think it is clear, certainly for the American people, that when we're talking about the right to vote, it is not a Republican concern or a Democratic concern, it is an American concern. This is about the American people's right to vote, unfettered. It is about their access to the right to vote in a meaningful way.
If you take a look at what the legislatures have done since the 2020 election, we've seen obstacle after obstacle after obstacle being put up in a very partisan way.
At the core of these voter suppression laws, in my judgment at the state level, is white supremacy. Simple as that. And unless we continue to make the case on voting rights, then the other side will prevail. But I think today was just the beginning.
Republicans may want to avoid the topic, hoping that their party's efforts to suppress votes and defend the big lie will go unnoticed. Democrats will not allow that. Democrats will never let this voter suppression be swept under the rug. All we wanted to do here on the floor was to bring up the issue of voting rights and debate how to combat these vicious, oftentimes discriminatory voting restrictions. This concerns the very core of our democracy and what we are about as a nation. So we will not let it go. We will not let it die.